You know what? It's the evening. Usually I say grand rising when it's the morning because I'm used to the morning, but good evening, grand evening. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, the comments, the generous donations in all forms. I appreciate it all. Let's ring the bell. Let's clear out the energy, and then we'll see what the message of Spirit has for us this evening. I feel somebody's got their chest all stuck out. And it's not because they're trying to show off they quadruple D's. It's because they're trying to fake being so very proud. So, like, this is such a distinguishing moment. Like, they are accepting a medal of honor, some type of badge of honor for being a great and attentive, loving, caring, thoughtful person in your life. That's what they want somebody to believe. Hey sis. Hey Galactic Goddess. Good evening. Hi Saida. Hello Shaylin. Hi Charlene. Hey Susan and Nancy. Yeah, somebody, they want to make it seem like they are, like they've been there, like they've been supporting you, rooting you on the entire time. Something about what you do is you either do something in the communication business, marketing, or word is starting to get out around about something that you're doing positive. It's like they want to say that they was always for you. They want to act like, they was always, y'all always talked. They want to act like they was always in on, like, inspiring you to push for your dream, and like y'all would always talk, like y'all spend so much time together on the phone. And like they never tried to hold you back. They never tried to keep you stuck. They never tried to throw some fuck shit in your way. Something about something's going on with this person's skin too. They may be having to see a dermatologist. But because you know what? They're realizing that even though this person's like, oh, yeah, we so super duper tight. People are realizing you keep your distance. How can you be super duper tight and keep your distance at the same time? That's what somebody, or not just necessarily somebody, but some people are realizing that you keep your distance. So now that they starting to figure out and put two to two together, that there couldn't have been that behind you and you keeping your distance. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else is hearing some very positive news about you. Things are getting around about you, like about something about how you heal or you help people heal. Maybe you're a counselor, maybe you're a psychologist, but something about, or maybe you're just in the healing arts. Maybe you do Reiki. But yeah, word is starting to get around about you. Bottom of the deck, the Knight of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. People are really looking at you and they're talking about you, and what they're saying about you is that you're very solid. You solid. Hey Imani. Hey Lightworker William. That's what people say about you. There's no wishy-washy, you know, or handshake like a wet noodle. That's not you. Yeah, and not only are you solid, but you're balanced. I'm telling you, people have good things to say about you because they see how balanced you are. They see what you do. I feel like you're somebody that does things, whether you don't necessarily have to be volunteering your time in the community like every weekend, but you do volunteer. It's like you do volunteer, you do little things, you help where you can. Even if you're not going to the food kitchen and volunteering there, you still help where you can. Yeah, you know what? And then on top of that, like I said, somebody's starting to hear good things about you, but they're just kind of keeping that information to themselves. It's almost like they they're observing right now. Almost like they're observing, almost like they're in disbelief because they believe something else for such a long time, and now that they're seeing that somebody fucking straight up lied to them, they are in disbelief. Everybody's talking about how you set out on your own course. You set out to find to reach your own goals, to find your own, gold at the end of the rainbow. And people are talking about this. They have a lot of good things to say about you. You struck off on your own, like you wasn't afraid to do it. And see that whenever you struck off on your own, that stopped a lot of negative chatter that was going on around about you. They were saying some nasty things about you, and that stopped that. Yeah, they had to stop it. You know why? Because they was looking at you and they see what type of person that you are. You're very intuitive. Very intuitive, almost to the point where somebody said something like it was almost kind of creepy, like you could say something they was just thinking, and they would try and play it off, and you would be just kind of looking at them. You very honest with your communication, and you speak very the way that you communicate. They get the message. They most definitely get that message. But yet at the same time, it's something about your heart. You got a heart of gold. You like the kindest, most compassionate, truth speaking, scariest motherfucker that they know. It's something about you. It is something about you. It's something about what you do, or what you bring to the table or something. There's a lot of people that are interested in you, that are very passionate about you. There's a lot of men that are very passionate about you, and you don't even know it. You have no clue about it. They want to dip that wine in that cup. You don't even know it. Oh, thank you, Lightworker William. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and good luck with that studying. Absolutely. Hey, Robert. We're going to send some positive energy to Lightworker William right now, and while he's continuing with his studies. Yeah, they want to come towards you. Somebody wants to come towards you. They want to talk to you about something, but they're kind of hesitant because you know why? Somebody had said some negative shit about you. Somebody had started some shit. Like somebody was saying something about, I don't know, some type of chaos. Something they were saying something. Somebody else was saying something chaotic about you. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, now somebody is trying to act like, oh, we was always behind so and so. So and so was always our favorite. Whenever you was never the favorite. The favorite one for them to hate, yeah. Hey, Rotten Rob, how are you? But see, now somebody wants to come towards you because they know that you would be that wish fulfillment, confirmation. You would be the perfect person for them. You ain't perfect, they ain't perfect, but you'd be the perfect person for them. Because see, they're thinking about who they went to before. And they sad and sorry they went to that old sorry motherfucker, that old weasel someone so, that old fish smelling, you know. So that's why they wanna do over. Now they don't want to be with old girl over there. Now they want to come back your way. Something about somebody was they know that it was either a kid, a child that it felt like they couldn't really speak up, or somebody else maybe felt like they couldn't really speak up. They was just immature. They still had some maturing, but somebody felt like they couldn't speak up. Speak up about what though? Maybe about something that you were doing. You know, maybe somebody felt like they couldn't speak up. I don't feel like it was a child though. I kind of feel like it was somebody that had something to say, but they didn't say it. That's how I feel. Somebody had something to say, but they didn't say it. I kind of feel like this was, you know, and I don't know how this fits in, but that's just how I'm feeling. So, like I said, somebody's hearing a lot of positive news, a lot of good things, and maybe this is and it's like I said, somebody's in disbelief because they're thinking about all the negative shit that they heard, all the horrendous stuff, all the judgments that they had held against you, how much they was looking at you like you was just. But now, since your name is out in bright lights, they're acting like y'all was always cool. See, somebody had something that they needed to say, but they chose not to say it anyway. And now they are seeing that was the wrong thing to do. Maybe it was they needed to have a conversation with you just to get right. Maybe they needed to tell you some important news so that some you were saved from something or whatever. Somebody has something important to say, but they chose not to say it. But now it's like what you doing is you get one that's getting karma. You the one that's getting justice. I mean, you getting dharma because it's almost like I see somebody wiping their hands of a situation. Like it's so funny. You know how like when the child is young and the father leaves and the mother raises the child, the little boy all by herself, and then he does good in high school and he gets a full ride scholarship to some big college. He goes to college and he's playing college football, and he gets drafted into the NFL, and then the father, who's been absent all this time, now wants to step up and say, that's my son, that's my boy, that's my little Roger Jr. That's Roger Rashawn Jenkins Jr. That's my baby. That's my boy. Don't he look just like me, y'all? That's my baby. That's my boy. That's what somebody wants to do with you. And somebody else is they hearing the positive news about you, and now that's like they looking at that other person like, but wait a minute, not too long ago, you was talking about how Roger Jr. wasn't shit. That's why you left him and his mama. Remember? See, yeah, like I said, now somebody want to talk about, oh, that my boy, that my child, that mine. Now somebody want to talk about how the close relationship that y'all had. Oh yeah, I was the one who told him that one play that he always do to get him when he get the ball and he strike all them get all the touchdowns. It's like somebody's trying to balance something out now. Now they want to balance something out, but when it's just already tipped too far on one side, you too far. You're too busy doing you. This is what somebody's hearing is that you're so busy doing you. But you alone, it's like you're helping other people to be able to be busy doing them. Something about how you help to heal others or what you're doing to help. And see, now this person is going into deep introspect right now. This person is all up in their head, all in their head. This is somebody who they may be having a nervous breakdown because we got the 8 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the Hermit, and the 9 of Swords. Somebody could be having a nervous breakdown right now. No joke. No joke. Especially if somebody is like, thinking about you and they know that they ain't got a shot. And you this multi-billion, somebody could just be having a nervous breakdown knowing how bad they treated you. Yep. It's something about, and it could be more than one person because there was a few people that worked together to try and do this. There was a few people that worked together, and I'm going to take a stab and say there was a few family members that worked together to try and take you down, annihilate you, talk about the worst in you. But you know what? Now come to find out, you was the strongest of them all. You was the chosen one of the family. You was the one everybody should have been trying to get along with. But they didn't see that. But what they do see, people do see. What they didn't see is how you keep your distance. But that's the same thing that people do see, is how you keep your distance. You ain't trying to be all over there kicking it with them people that was putting you down. Yeah, they see exactly what you're doing. You stood up for yourself. You left because you know the truth. You ain't playing games. You ain't allowing them to play games. You've already closed that chapter. You made that judgment call and you kept it moving. Hey, Kathleen, how are you, sweetie? You kept the loop moving. Hey, Diane. Yep. See, somebody wanted to act like they wanted to sit here and act like they was dating you, or it's not so much dating you. I want to say, I'm just gonna put it out there. Somebody want to act like they was dicking you down. Well, people see that's not the whole case because they see that this person ain't even on your level. That's the one who was trying to make it seem like y'all was really doing something. They see that person is not even on your level. They see that person was just trying to start some shit. They see that person was just on some fucking demon time. Yeah, because what they see about you, they see you as more like righteous. They see you as more saintly. They see you as being a good mother. Maybe saintly is not the word, but they do see you as being righteous, doing the right thing. They see you as being a good mother. They see you as being responsible. And the fact that you raised a happy child, you raised a happy child, and then it's almost like with that happy child had to grow up and set their own course for their own life. Yeah. But this is interesting. But as the wheel would have it, something about somebody's discernment led them down the wrong path, or they felt like they were somebody felt like almost felt like somebody felt like they was lacking something. Yeah, but now it's almost like they almost felt like they was lacking something. But now it's almost like they're starting to okay. So with this Page of Cups, it's almost like they're starting to notice about themselves. You know how you start to really pay attention to yourself. I mean, you know that you like the color green. You know that you don't like how carrots taste. You know that old surface shit. But this person is starting to really notice the intricate details about themselves, the inner stuff that nobody could tell them except for them. And I feel like this is what has this person thinking about their interactions with other people, and maybe why they choose to invest in other people, invest in whether it's the right direction or the wrong direction. Something about that. And now this person is realizing that they should have invested in you. They would have went and said, because you was always giving to them. You was always giving to them. Now they're realizing they should have given back. They should have invested in you. Hey, Tanisha. Yeah, that way they would have felt like they have victory. This is the same. This is the person that's hearing a lot of good things about you. How you help others. Yeah. They wish that you would have never left. They wish that you would have never walked away. They wish they would have seen you for who you are. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Yeah, somebody's keeping to themselves how much they absolutely positively love you and miss you. Like I said, someone wishes that you would have never walked away. They miss you. They sure do. They sure do. And they feel like, you know what? You got you a sassy, like you sassy. Like that's the part that that's the part that they say they don't like it, but they like it. And the fact that you're so loving and you're kind and you're giving too. This person, you know what? They actually chose somebody else, and they regret choosing anybody else. Because like I said, excuse me, when this person looks at you, this person sees that you are rock solid. Rock solid. What's the message? What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, this person knows they should have chosen you. They know that they made the wrong judgment call. And they were sitting there listening to somebody who was talking shit about you. Like I said, this the same one who act like they was on your level. They ain't even on your level. They ain't even on your level. Hell, you ain't on. You doing your own thing. It's just that that person has always liked you. Almost like, somebody's had this crush on you for a long ass time. And it could be one of those things where somebody has just had this crush on you, this crazy crush on you for a long time. And they try and do whatever it is that they can to destroy your life because you don't want to be with them. Hey, K Hyphy, how are you? Yep. But something about somebody's been working on themselves, working towards something. What else, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. I feel like this person is trying to work on themselves so that they can be more solid. That means something in life. Just to be a solid ass individual, to be one of those people that somebody knows, A, it don't make a difference who trying to pressure you. You're not going to be pressured. B, if you said you was going to be there, best believe, hook or crook, you going to be there. C, if you said you did it, you did it. If you said you didn't, you did. You just one of them solid people that people know that they can depend on. Yep. I feel like somebody's trying to work on that. They're trying to, because that's one of the characteristics about you that they really like. That's one of the characteristics about you, like that they took for granted or they didn't really notice at first, but they notice it now. Hey, Addie. Hey, sis. How are you? They notice that shit now. Yeah. Somebody's all in their head. Somebody is all in their head. Mm-hmm. Because, see, somebody was going to try and, like, they thought that they was going to be able to get away with something, like I said, by sticking their chest out, acting like, you and them was always like this. But now things is coming out about, no, we really didn't hear him or her. We really didn't hear Collector talk about you like that. I think they mentioned your name once, but they was just mentioning your name, not saying, just mentioning who was all at the place. Your name happened to come up, but that's all that's it. That's all that was. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, somebody is upset because, see, now they got themselves in a position about some shit that they was talking about, and what they had said was that you wasn't a good mother. Man, they could have said that you was loose, a loose goose, loose in the street, Here, you want some of these draws? Come here, you can have some, you can have some, you can have some. If y'all want to come, get it at the same time, come on. Somebody feel bad now that they were sitting there putting that type of business out there about you. Because, see, now that it's like once you put that shit out, you can't take it back. It's over. It's done with. You need not look trying to come back. What's the message, Spirit? Mm-hmm. These people that call themselves family. Yep. Can't make this up. Because there was not. These are the same people that call themselves your family. I don't think they really care for you like that. I'm not trying to bust no bubbles, but I'm just saying, you was a whole empress, and they making it seem like somebody was just dicking you down, like you was easy, And like I said, this King of Cups now realizing that he was just listening to gossip. That's the same one that was hearing these positive things about you now. Now that you by yourself, you on your own. Now somebody want to come towards you. Now somebody wanna try and heal something with you. Now that they don't want to play these games no more. What's the message? I love you too, Addie. What's the message? What's the message? Mm-hmm. Could be, Addie. One moment. Could be. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, see, something about somebody. It's almost like somebody thought they could control this entire family or something. Yeah, they thought that they can control the entire family. Like they can control everything that everybody does. Okay, you get to have this type of life. You get to have this type of life. I want you to have this type of life. I don't want you to have shit. You get this. Like somebody, you can't make this up. Like this emperor wanted people just to look at them as they was, the best or whatever, but they was in behind the scenes trying to control how somebody saw you. But the fact that you got out of that and people see you for who you truly are, that rising star, now the emperor want to act like they was always the ones to support you. Hey, Cleo. Good evening. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else from this deck? Anything else from this deck? Thank you. Yeah, but see, what somebody else didn't know or didn't see or didn't put into the equation was that somebody else was going to have options on which way they eventually or ended up moving. They was going to have options in which way they was going to move. Somebody, they was trying to control everything else, but they couldn't control this person. Yeah, somebody was left out in the cold. They couldn't control somebody. Could have been you. You was the one they couldn't control. What's the message, Spirit? Imani, how are you, sweetie? Hey, Disco Strench team, how are you? Oh, okay. Got it. What's the message, Spirit? Hey, Zorro, how are you? Oh, Disco's Trench team. Okay, got it. Ooh. Yeah, see, somebody didn't think that you was going to be able to do something or get on your own or like you had options. But like I said, somebody, something about you proved everybody wrong because somebody had character assassinated you bad and you proved everybody wrong. Now this King of Cups, the same one that's hearing positive news about you, it's like they're changing their views about you. What's the message? Anything else from this deck? Anything else from this deck? Oh, okay, so let's go ahead and change decks. Bottom of the deck. The Lovers. That's how somebody feels about you. I'm telling you, all they can see is you. They want to heal this with you so bad. All they can see is you. And that other person, whoever else, whatever else, that shit is done. That shit is done. They don't even want to look at. They don't even want to talk about that person. They don't even want to mention that person's name. Yep. Somebody has made a different choice, and they definitely want to send you a message. They want to send you a positive message, something that would make you smile, something that would brighten you up. I kind of feel like somebody wants to talk about something that y'all did in the past that worked out. I kind of feel like they want to talk about something that y'all did in the past that really worked out. And can y'all like start something over or rekindle something or start new? Because they know that how you see them is you may see them as they got some toxic ways, some really toxic ways, but you can't. It's one of those people that they on you see him on the outside and you think, oh, that's such a nice young man. Oh, look, he's opening up the door. Oh, look at that. Look at him. He's so sweet. Oh, yes, blah, blah, blah. But then you get to know him. He hell on wheels. Hey, Anissa. Yeah, something about, I kind of feel like, somebody felt like somebody couldn't get out or something. Somebody couldn't get away. Somebody couldn't do something. But like I said, but somebody didn't realize that somebody else saw that there was another opportunity. There was another way out. There was another way to do something. Yep, there was another way to do something. What's the message? Okay, so I feel like, that they feel like maybe the other way to do something is to, I feel like, talk to you about, or either work on something with you or ask you something about, what how you became prosperous, or something that has to do with your intellect. Instead of somebody just saying, yeah, girl, I want to get back with you. I sure do miss that ass of yours. Now they know that won't fly. So they want to say, hey, that one time when we was working on that project together and da 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 da, can you show me how you did that such and such and such and such and such and such and such? It's like they want to try and tap you for your intellect, to try and get close to you, something like that. Yeah, because they're trying to get you in a place where you won't see them getting you stuck, like kind of like in the past. They were smooth in the past, and you didn't see that they was getting you all wrapped around their finger until it was too late. Then you had to worry about how to get the fuck away. They want to kind of get you right there again. What's the message? What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, I feel like somebody wants to start over with you. They really do. Because you know what? I feel like this person can see how, like the true nature of you. When we stop focusing on somebody's outside and we try and get to see who they are on the inside. We're either going to be mesmerized and want to know more, or we're going to be repulsed, like, oh, no, I don't care what you look like on the outside, and that's going to work in both ways. We don't care what they look like on the outside if they repulse us, and we don't care what they look like on the inside if they intrigue us, which is a good thing. Yeah, somebody wants to see clearly now. They want to have clarity in everything. And I feel like this person is going within to think about things that they do, actions that they make. And they think about you all the time. Oh, they think about you all the time. What else, Spirit? That was too many. Take them anyway. Yeah, see, somebody's thinking about, they wish they would have been able to see what they was doing when they was doing it. Because, see, they didn't realize that their life was balanced, and whenever they decided that they was getting ready to do whatever it was that they did, that they lost their happiness, that they lost that balance. Now somebody's thinking back to what they had, that they didn't really know that they had. That's the thing. But you know what? There's karma right there saying that's what you get. Everybody has to think about what they got when they have it. We can't just sit here and be like, don't nobody give a shit about this. And then when you don't have it anymore, be like, I sure do miss that thing. You better appreciate it now. What's the message? Yeah. Somebody, they want to drop in. Somebody wants to drop in and see you. Because they can't, the curiosity is about to kill this cat. Seriously, somebody want to know what you're doing. They want to drop in and see you, but they are afraid that this is going to cause a conflict in case you got somebody over here. But I'm going to tell you the truth. If it does cause a conflict in case you got somebody over there, they're going to secretly be happy about that shit. Because they want to mess up anything you got going on. And really, the only thing that you got going on is working on a business. That's it. Working on your own business. Being balanced within your own life. Making a decision to do you. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Thank you. Yeah. Something about some type of inspiration that you have. Or you kind of knew when it was time to do something. You knew when it was time to do something. Your intuition told you it was time to leave something and start something else. Because that's like all of a sudden, like I said, you blew up. Your intuition told you when it was time to leave something and start something else. And then all of a sudden you blew up and everybody is in shock, like, damn, when did that happen? How did that happen? Now everybody's wishing that they would have worked with you. That they would have supported you. They would have been on your side. They would have been on your team. Because then they would have been right there too. What else, Spirit? Yep, exactly, Amani. What's the message? Anything else? Thank you. Yep. Enjoyment. The Nine of Pentacles. You know, I feel like you got everything that you need, really. You're fine on your own. Yeah, these people are upset that they that they didn't celebrate with you. These people are upset that they didn't celebrate with you, that they did not honor your partnership when they had the opportunity. Mm-hmm. Now, like I said, now somebody want to act like, oh yeah, I was always the one to hype them up. Oh yeah. I told them keep going. You going in the right direction. Whereas we know that was not what was said. Not even close. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Oh, yes, yeah. That people know that you know what you kind of like defending yourself. People know that you're gonna, like I said, standoffish. You know, they speak, you speak. They wave, you wave. They say hello, you say hello. They know you standoffish. That's how people know who's telling the truth and who's lying. Because if y'all was like this, why are they the ones that standoffish? Mm-hmm. Can't make this up. People know who telling the truth and who doing the lying. Mm-hmm. We're gonna pull a couple from the stack. We haven't pulled some from the stack in days. Let me see. We're gonna get some from here. We're gonna get some from here. And we're gonna get some from here. Okay. Who is the little girl? What's the message, Spirit? All right. Yep, they say they love you, but they still got secrets. Yep, this is the same person. It's like, I was always in that corner lying. They have no idea how you got to where you are or what it took to get there. And people know that they have no idea. People know they're lying. People know they're lying. What's the message, Spirit? Mm-hmm. You can go ahead and tell them to kiss your ass. Lovingly, of course. We just do it with love around here. Lovingly tell them to kiss your black, white, high yellow, whatever color ass, okay? What's the message? Now somebody is seeing things clearly. Nobody was competing with them. Now they seeing some shit clearly, especially after this cord was cut. Now they see that you had pure intentions. Okay? They have an entity attached. And now they realize that everything they did, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. They had to realize the hard way, or learn the hard way. It's okay to leave. They ain't got to stay there and put up with some bullshit when you know you putting up with bullshit. You got everything that you need. You got the power. You got everything that you need. What's the message? I mean, truth can only be shown in so many different ways. It's up to you to accept it and move forward. Swallow the pill and keep it moving. Something about somebody's grandma. Somebody's grandma could be met in the mix. You could be looking at somebody's online community. You may have to let go of all resentment. And there is a scammer around, so be careful. They're outside. I'm telling you, there's a scammer somewhere in the vicinity. Yeah. See, you are being seen as good company, and that's why you're getting a lot of that sun energy. They're seeing the good things that you do. They're seeing that you grew up. What's the message? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you are a little guarded. They know this. This is to be expected. Duh. Yep. Something about some having to do with a parent, some type of childhood drama and trauma. That parent did a lot behind the scenes. But it's okay because Spirit saw everything. Everything. Spirit saw it all. I'm telling you, the Holy Spirit is in the house and Spirit saw all of it. Yep. Yep. I'm telling you, you got that good energy. You are a master teacher. And somebody else, they feeling jaded right now. They feeling real jaded because they have been exposed. And somebody is, finding out that Karma and Pandora are BFFs, and then somebody should have never opened up that Pandora's box. Somebody tried to tell you something. You let them know you didn't ask for their 2 cents. They can't tell you anything anyway because you got sweet dreams. You have sweet dreams. This is the other person that's having nightmares. I'm telling you, somebody is watching you. We went through this. Somebody is watching you. They're watching you shine. They're watching you ascend. They're watching you be beautiful. Yes, indeed. Hi, little bitty. How are you? They are watching you. Let them watch. Let them watch. This could have been one of those flying monkeys. Because all you're doing is you're seen as legendary. And somebody now, they want to come back and they want to tell you everything, singing like a canary. They want to let you know that they didn't mean what they said about you. And that they see that you fly free, like a hummingbird. They too want to go for it. Just like you did. You didn't let nothing stop you. In fact, they want to ask you questions about your vision board. They feel like you were like the Pied Piper, the one who started it all, the trailblazer. And they feel like they fumbled the bag. You made a way out of no way, and they fumbled the bag. This person is getting blind justice. Yeah. Watch them. They're going to be on the news. Because guess what? Everything that you do is coming out. Their actions are catching up to them. And then they ended up catching feelings for you. Ain't that funny? They ended up catching feelings and ended up catching time at the same time. They're going to get some time, whether it's spiritual jail, physical jail, or whatever. Yeah. See, I told you somebody wanted to keep you stuck. They wanted to keep you stuck. They want to act like, oh, no, we encourage collective to do that, to climb those mountains. Whenever before they was like, nah, collective, you don't really want to do that. The mountain will kick you down. That mountain will make you trip. See, they lied. They lied in court. They lied on TV. They lied on their mama. This is somebody who thinks very short term. But it's okay because your power is growing. They can't stop you. Your power is growing. As long as you got truth on your side. Something about some travel is coming. Ooh. Uh-oh. 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 See, somebody wanted them to be looked at as like they were the divine mother. Okay? But really, it wasn't a divine mother at all. This was nothing but an old tramp. Okay? This was somebody that had a title in the neighborhood, okay, in the entire town. Oh, okay, in the state. Okay. Maybe this was the official federal title, but somebody had a title. All right. Because they had a job to do. Always got their legs up. Okay. But they wanted to be seen, as a divine mother. But it's like they couldn't. Something about they didn't know what to do or how to conduct themselves. Somebody jumped to conclusions when they saw that person. They just didn't know that this person had on a mask. Mm-hmm. You knew, and you were standing in your convictions on it too. What's the message? Hey, Deidre, how are you? What's the message? Yep. See, everything in this whole family or community, it's like the wild, wild west. Wow. Anything else? Nope, I think that's it. All right, we getting ready to swing this pendulum. And if you happen to be watching this evening and you like the vibe, we would love to have you as part of the Sweet Spot E-Magazine Soul Tribe. So please go ahead and subscribe. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and swing the pendulum. All right, so think of your question. All right, Spirit. All right, think of your question. All right, which way is that pendulum going to swing? And it's starting off as a no. Yeah, I think it's a no. Because it's starting off as a no, and it looked like it was going to go round, but now it's just a straight up no. All right, y'all. All right, thank you so very much for joining me this evening. I really appreciate all of y'all. I really appreciate the comments. I really appreciate the energy that y'all bring into the chat. I really appreciate the moderators and their energy. I really appreciate y'all. Tomorrow is Thursday, my Friday. Hooray. I love y'all. Have a wonderful evening. And I will be praying wonderful things for each and every one of y'all, okay? Thank you so very much. Good night.